Hey, what's happening there, guys? Elton McFall here, aka Retro Old School. Well, look at this. I never even knew that was the name of this street. I don't think I've ever even done a walking video on this street before here in Hochelaga. Oh, about 20-minute walk from my place. Out enjoying this beautiful day here. It's, I don't know, probably about 12:15 or so. And that's the overpass for the CP line, which I'd like to tell you is a yard, but it's not much of a yard considering all the tracks are there, but there's pretty much no cars in there anymore. Got this tow truck company here with an old Corvette. That's where I filmed that nice Dodge panel truck from the 50s, early 50s, parked there, circa 50 I think. Just want to get a look for you guys who love old vehicles like me, old trucks, just give you a nice look at this nice old GMC top kick here from the 90s. Doesn't look like it's been moved for a while. There's another one. Actually, the guy's got three of them. Three of them! Wow! When's the last time you saw three of these things together, you know? Guy loves them. Good for him. Anyway, so this street, we're going to walk down here. Two reasons why I'm doing this, because A, yes, I don't think I've ever filmed a walking video on this street. It's half industrial, half residential. That looks like an ex-Bell Canada truck, judging by the color, and it's got, of course, the cherry picker on it. I could be wrong though. Yeah, it sure as hell looks like it. That was the colors they used to be, that kind of a bluish purple kind of. Anyway, another thing too is I got a couple of people coming, one coming at 1 o'clock, the other one coming at 2 or 3 to buy some of my goods, so I gotta be back home at 1 or just before 1. And of course, I always like to, hey, look at this. This looks like an ex-government GMC. It's like a base model there. I like to show that old International. Fuck, is this thing even driven anymore? Never see this thing on the road. Fucking box is all rusted out. You know? Yepers. Of course, you never know what I'm going to see in my ventures. I don't know if it was this street or the one next to it, the back, about a month or so ago, I guess in November, there was a 64 T-Bird parked there with some leaves on it. It was quite nice. Took a couple of pictures. I didn't film it because I filmed it, I think, last summer. You know. But yeah, it's really a beautiful day. The temperature is probably about -8 or so, I guess. There's like no wind, so again, it's always the freaking wind that makes things worse, really. Goddamn wind, you know? Again, it could be like -15, yeah, it'll be cold, but it's the goddamn wind that makes things the worst. I'm not a big fan of wind. Also not a big fan of wind, too, when you film as much as I do, and it can interfere with your audio when you talk as much as I do, you know? So, and also the cameras, digital cameras, don't like wind, frankly. They just fucking go out of focus easily when it's, especially if there's a cold. With the wind, that's the worst. The lens will have lenses will have a hard time staying in focus. But I've already been walking quite a while, though. I walked from my place. I went to the Tim Hortons on Ontario and Chambly, and thank you very much. I give to a kind subscriber, buddy. If you see this video, I tried to send you an email, but it came back to me, Mr. So-and-so in Griffintown. Thank you very much for the very generous Tim card. And another one of you guys, Harry out in Toronto, thank you for that Tim card, each Tim card, digital Tim card, but I wasn't able to, I haven't been able yet to activate the damn thing, so it's turning out to be a bit of a pain in the ass, but I guess I'll figure it out. So thanks again, guys. And then after that, I walked up Chambly up to Metro Joliette, and of course that's next to Fire Station 48, and I stayed there a few minutes to see if I can get them responding. You never know. There's a nice looking Tesla, nice and clean, nice and proper, electric, good for the environment, or so it would seem. You know? Yeah. I like those old, what's those fire alarm things? It's like a Viking or something. I just happened to film the two CP engines heading towards Old Montreal to pick up their load. I don't know, maybe I'll see if I can actually film them leaving the yard. I don't know. I mean, I don't have a lot of time left, so again, this is really Oh, I might actually, you know what, I might actually just film this going to my place, come to think of it, because this, look, this street is like a couple of blocks that I think, yeah, still. Whoa, 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 cow. Fuck, you see that? That's what I'm filming. The guy's fucking delivering. He almost fucking drove into me. Am I fucking invisible or what? That's not the first time I see these fucking delivery guys. They don't fucking drive properly. They're worse than cab drivers, actually. People say cab drivers are bad drivers. No, no, these delivery guys are worse. You know, as much as I'm a fan of Saint's Bay Barbecue, that's another one. You know, like, yeah, okay, they're good drivers, but they drive too fast also. That's another thing. So, anyway, just saying the way it is. That's me. No bullshit. Never. Jamais. Yeah, it's funny, as I started this video, I thought to myself, man, maybe I should have started doing this in French, but whatever, I guess the next one. I'm just so used to, as a habit, just, you know, starting it like that, like, hey, what's up, what's happening, how are you, blah, blah. But I have to say, because the positive in the weather being so shit as it was for the past month, you know, worse than typical fall weather, meaning cloudy, like, I mean, here was cloudy every fucking day. Then it got real cold and finally got sunny. So, I mean, it sucks because it's really cold, but again, you know, it's sunny. I need the sun. I need it just like most of you. It's very important. Need that bright light. It's how it makes you feel. It makes you feel good, you know? Makes you want to play some music, or play some music loud, blah, 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 you know? And, yeah, so I was resting a lot, keeping things chill, not going out too as much, you know, to film things. And if I did, it was just short and sweet, really. And so, like for example, last week, I think a big day for me is when I took the train to Beaurepaire, filmed a few trains, took the 211. Went back to Lionel Gros, was feeling dead tired. Again, because I've been resting, I take things slow, and of course the acid reflux, thank God, I don't mind taking medication for that. So now I'm doing everything slow. I have to take rest slow, don't walk too much, I gotta eat slowly, I gotta drink slowly. So, you know, my age is catching me. But that's alright, I'm accepting it. Generally, I'm a happier person than I've been for quite a few years. And, kind of lost my train of thought there. Of course, the strong smell of perfume. My God, what the fuck happened here? Do you think there's enough salt here? Holy mackerel. Ay-yoy. So yeah, doing pretty good, you know. As long as I don't push the envelope too much. I spoke with my cardiologist yesterday. The guy's kind of known, actually. His name is Dr. Labos. A real friendly guy. He was even on CTV once. And he recommended that I go take an MRI, and that's a whole scan of your body to check out my heart, so we can be sure really that if this is really in fact pericarditis, because he's not 100% sure, because this has been recurring now for a year and a half. Big freaking pain in the ass. And I said, yeah, why not? What have I got to lose, you know? Check that out. And he says, you know, it could be also that you're getting, you know, growing pains, you're getting older. I'm like, yeah, you know. Oh, look at you guys, you get a bonus over here. You get a bonus. Here's this old Dodge Tradesman. Dodge Tradesman that's been begging for paint for years. God, if I was rich and I met the guy and he was a really nice guy, I'd be tempted to say, hey, here's $3 grand, get this thing fucking painted, man. You know, it's a shame, it looks like shit. But it exists. And the funny thing is that he's often parked where those condos are in the background over there on Ontario Street coming up to, and it's a complete contrast, you know, like that's all like prim and proper and new and modern and all this and hip in a way, and there you got this rusted fucking Dodge extended Tradesman with no rear bumper, I just noticed. But it's still restorable, unless of course if the frame is fucked, you know, and the whole floor is fucked, well, not too much chance of a survival. But I'll tell you something right now, if the guy didn't plate that truck every year, it would have to go through a Quebec inspection. And I'm sure those guys do inspection, they would look at it and say, oh boy, we're gonna dissect this one. It's not gonna pass inspection. So that's the thing, no matter what your vehicle needs, you know, in repairs, especially vintage vehicles, which they often do because they're old, they need, you know, this and that need fixed. You know, if it's a vehicle you keep it plated every year, it's all right. It's still legal on the road. However, that being said, well, on the other hand, if you let the plates run out, then it has to go through inspection. I think if it hasn't been plated in a year and a half, 2 years, I think 2 years. All these yellow things, by the way, these like sticks. This is actually for. Ooh, I can actually feel the heat of the sun on my back. How nice! This is actually for the snow plows, so that they're in line, you know, with the sidewalk. They don't go rip all this apart, you know. I love the nightlife. I've got the boogie on the disco. So yeah, so again, you know, it was cloudy like for every fucking day. It seemed for like a month, easily. So that's really why I didn't make many walking videos. As a matter of fact, a few days ago, I did one with my phone, which blew me away because it was colder than now. It was like dusk downtown, and I can't believe the camera recorded for like, I think 25 minutes, give or take, on my phone. So that really blew my mind because it was cold. I mean, there was more wind too, and it was like, I don't know, minus 15 or something. So even this camera would have conked out after like 9-10 minutes or so, you know. Back to the CP line here. There's a car sitting over here. I got a feeling this is possibly an undercover police, or in fact it could also be somebody was doing a crew change with Canadian Pacific on a locomotive. So I'm going to stop here for a moment. I'm going to sit in this shelter. Look at the salt there. Oh my god. And just to see if I can get that train coming back. Well, as much as I would like to film that CP train leaving the yard, you know, and in such a perfect lighting, it's not like they have any special locomotive or heritage unit or foreign power or anything. It's just your traditional CP 6-axle engine. Anyway, like I said, I gotta be home. I got like a half an hour, and I still got a 20-minute walk to go home, so to speak. And not only that, I gotta, you know, go to the bathroom because I had a coffee not long ago. So next time. So I figured I would do something a little bit different. Is when I go after the CP overpass here on Ontario Street, I'm going to make a right on Montreal'S Street, because I'm not sure I've ever really showed that in the daytime, frankly. It looks neat. There's this one industrial building. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's a brewery. I don't remember what it is, but it looks really cool. I just hope that this white trash hooker isn't there. She's usually around there, but it's so goddamn cold. I don't think she's going to be there, so I certainly hope. The plane! I often hear a small plane like that, actually, interestingly enough. There it is. Flying even lower than that. I saw it, I think, yesterday evening. You know, in the evening at night there, I hear them. You can hear it's low. So, I see a city truck working on something there. I remember seeing a picture, actually, of all this here back in, this was like taken, I think, in the 20s. This was all done. CP overpass. It's neat that you can see like everything dug up, and it's just really neat to see that again, to have a time machine to be able to go back and see all this kind of stuff, you know. And of course, one of the reasons why that rail yard is above us, it's not just because it's connected to the Port of Montreal rail yard, but also because the Angus yards used to be the Canadian Pacific Angus yards, where they used to restore and repair all kinds of railroad cars and locomotives. It's all connected, you know. It's all part of a much more prosperous time, and everything was made right here in Canada, in the US of A. You know? They're doing something important here. This is a dangerous intersection, though, as you can imagine, because it's a four-way intersection, and you got a blind spot from the overpass here, from this hill. When you're coming up here, it's not the best thing. Oh, look at that! There's an air unit. Montreal Fire Department air unit. Look at that, turning there, Moreau. We'll be going to Fire Station 13. that guy going there with the jackhammer. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of one of my favorite movies. The movie Tremors. Remember that, Tremors? Hey, look at this fucking green on this Dodge Durango. That's really cool. See, that's thinking outside the box. That's what I'm talking about. You know, I don't know if that's a custom job. It looks like it's a paint. It's not a wrap. That's different. That's, again, thinking outside the box. Everything always black and gray and silver and white. It's just so predictable and depressing. And then again, my theory is the reason why car makers do that and they've sold so many cars in these colorless colors, it's just because they look good more in those colors than anything else, because there's no chrome, there's no, you know, chrome or details or, you know, etc., etc. So now we're walking down Moto, and we're gonna make a left at Adam Street, or as the French really call it, Adam, but I don't really like that because it's really an English name, you know. Well, I'm really glad to be doing this, though. It really is a beautiful day for this. Show you there, this industry here, all the steam coming out of there. I'm very grateful to my best friend Ben Lohman. Seriously, I mean, that guy's been a great friend for years, but when he got a car, and now we're going rail fanning off island, going to Cornwall, Brockville, Lancaster, last week with the Saints, yeah, St. Drummondville, it's just fantastic. You know, let alone being able to film rides and trucking and all this awesome stuff, you know. I've always wanted to be able to get a CP engine coming over here and dropping off or picking up one of the tanker cars that were here, but it looks to me like that's becoming a thing of the past, really, you know, eh? See, look, it looks like they're gonna take those tracks out, I think. Yeah, keep on trucking, Daddy-o. That's some nice timing, actually. I do love those tankers, just like the one I have in scale there. This fence is not even really old. You can see it's all been put up because, you know, people are fucking crazy today and they think they have the right to go fucking train hopping, let alone thinking they have the right to go do graffiti on trains or urban X. Don't, you know what? Don't even fucking get me started. I don't even want to fucking talk about it. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's why there's signs like that here. That's why there's probably more CP and CN police than ever. You know, is this guy backing up? Oh, he is backing up. Oh, no, I was right. It is a a brewery, because it says brasserie on that tanker. Brasserie in French is brewing, you know. Well, it's another good thing about cold weather. Hey, it equals these fucking loser hookers and annoying people in this neighborhood. They're the ones who make this neighborhood fucking annoying. But I managed to surpass that. Still stay here after all these years, 7 years. I never thought I was going to stay here this long, you know. But hey, what can I tell you? Circumstances, you know. It's all relative. It's all relative. Wow, I've never actually seen so many tanker trucks parked here. I've never seen so many trucks parked at this company. There, of course, you can't smell that smell of, I think it's yeast, actually. You know? Very nice. I'm really tempted to use all this as a thumbnail for the video. I'm gonna go on the grass here because I don't like this right here. It's kind of battery's holding up well. I think it's because it's the Canon one. The spare one I have is like a generic friggin' brand. It's not great. This Chinese bus with Chinese lettering on it. What the hell is that all about? Anyway, whatever. So now we're here at Rue Adam, which I don't feel like really zooming in on because I'm sure the battery's wearing thin as it is with this really cold weather, so not gonna do that. I am gonna go on the other side here so you can get the other side well lit. And you know, I almost thought that freaking taxi was gonna run into me. Seriously, that delivery guy with his Hyundai. I really thought he was gonna fucking drive right into me, honestly. I was like, oh my god, stop, you know, and like I'm filming it on top of that. You know? Anyway, getting closer to my place now. And because I live on the corner of, well, not on the corner, but almost. Oh, the corner of Adna. Oh, I gotta get that. Oh, it's too late. Oh, I love those Peterbilts. I like those trucks. Very old design. I think they probably even still make them. Wow, that's one of the lowest street signs I've ever seen. Préfontaine, just like the metro station. That is right. That street goes to Préfontaine metro station, which is north that way, and of course south this way is Rue Sainte-Catherine, my least favorite street of Hochelaga, unfortunately. And now we're coming up to this old garage here that I like, which has this 79 Chevy Malibu. It's covered in dust. It looks like a car from Southern California. That's how they look because it's so dry over there. You know, they just collect dust like it's nothing. And the guy that owns the garage there, he uses that car as a push car for customers' cars, if you know what I mean. Because apparently, I think the frame is broken, so it's not really plateable for the street. You know, I did a video of it last year, though, like 5 years later, kind of thing. You know. Would be cool though to see this thing fixed up, because look, it's funny because look at the body. The body is clean, it's straight, it's original. It's got a red interior. It's got a V8 if I remember right. But in complete contrast to that is that Tesla. But I gotta wonder if the frame's not good. Chances are with a car that's been sitting like that for so many years, so close to the ground without moving, with all the humidity, the floor is probably not too good either. But then again, I could be wrong. It probably was greased, you know. The grease! Grease! Yep. Oh, I love them sunny days. Even if it's cold, man, it's important to get out there, get that blood pumping. Of course, me, like I said, with the stupid pericarditis heart condition, you can't do that too much. But I really took solace in, wow, this thing's in good shape. Oh, no, not as good a shape as I thought. But I take solace in when I found that support group, pericarditis support group on Facebook. It's interesting to see all these newbies to that condition and wonder about the condition. They're worried. Oh, I had a CAT scan, this and that. Oh man, shit! I hear that CP train, I think, leaving right now. I didn't stick around because sometimes they leave until like 1:30 or after even. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was that Nissan right there that made that noise. Hey? Hey? I just remembered I got a delicious leftover tourtière in my... Well, you don't need no freaking windows. What the fuck is wrong with these people? You know, you got all these windows. They board them all up. Why? For what? So they have more fucking shit in there to make money. Same reason why a lot of these fucking places, they don't even have the fucking heat on practically. They're wearing coats because they don't want to spend money on heating. It's lost profits. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, what the hell does it matter? I talk too much anyway. Oh yeah, I got a tourtière waiting for me. Now, if you're not from, because you know, actually, people out west in Western Canada, they actually don't know. They don't know either what a tourtière is. They're like, what the hell's a tourtière? A tourtière is a meat pie. It just sounds a lot better actually in French, frankly. Hello, squirrel. Get up there. Get up that tree. That sounded pretty good. Oh, darling, please remember, I'll never do you no harm. Believe me when I tell you, I'll never do you no harm. Yeah, man. Well, we're almost at my place, man. 1 block left. Walking a little quick. I don't want to be late. Or I'd rather be early than late, because sometimes people say they come at a certain time, they show up a little bit earlier. You know, you got to be on the ball for that. But there's one thing I detest about my place, though, before I end this, is when it gets real cold like this. Oh, it's so fucking annoying. My windows, even if I close them tight, almost all of them you can't open them, and not only that, because they freeze up, and not only that, the windows literally freeze up. They just have frost all over them. You can't see out of them. It's very annoying, very irritating indeed. So there's only actually one of them that'll open, the one in my bedroom, and I only think that's because it's actually they're not like these. That's the ones that freeze. All these ones like I have like that are freeze up. But the difference is, like, look at these ones. See, they're larger, but mine, you know, they're rectangular. So I think that's why they just freeze up. They're the way they're designed, you know. See, c'est de la merde. It's annoying as hell. I don't know. Maybe I should put some more oil on them or something. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. It's very annoying, even after all this time. I kind of feel like more of a prisoner. Anyway, well, I'm not going to show you my place because whatever. It looks like just like one of these, really. That's what it looks like. One door, windows both sides. Used to be a laundry mat over here. And this is it. Here's my street here, Cuvillier. I used to say Cuvillier though. And look at that, the ice cream shop guy, he went out of business. He threw in the towel. It's too bad. I used to like coming here. Anyway, that's it, guys. So thanks again for watching. Merci de regarder. Take care. Stay safe. If you like what you enjoy what I do and you want to show your love and appreciation, you want to send some sort of gratuity, you can do that through my email, which is eltonmcfall@hotmail.com. eltonmcfall@hotmail.com. You can do that through PayPal or in Canada with an e-transfer, which I prefer more. And that's it. So thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.